Hey, so I tried on these pants. These ones from Chadwick's, I love them, actually. I love the color and everything. The only problem I have is they're just like a little too big. They're a little big around the waist and the hips. And also the crotch is like really, really long. So, I don't know, I felt like it was just hanging really low. It also like is just barely comes to my ankles, and maybe I'm paranoid of the whole like high water thing, but that was another thing too. You know, if I hiked them up, they looked a little bit better because the crotch didn't hang so low, but then it would look like high waters, and if I sagged them, it just looked ridiculous. So these ones I really liked. These Old Navy Rockstar pants, I loved them. They're probably my favorite of the bunch. Actually, they are my favorite of the bunch. And I'm going to guess I'll probably use these ones for what I want to do. These ones I thought I would love, but I'm realizing, and I don't know if you can tell so much with this lighting, is that I thought this was a darker blue and then like a gray, but this is actually like a darker blue and like a purple. It's like a gray purple. And I put them on, they fit wonderful, but it's one of those where you sit there and you stare at yourself in the mirror over and over and over again, and you're like, okay, and you try to make yourself like it, and then you're like, I don't like it. So what we're gonna do, since I got them at the thrift store, and they weren't all that much money, what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to bleach them to see how they turn out. I don't have any dye. I don't even know if I want to dye them. I want to see if I can get them a little bit lighter. I don't know. Well, just to see how it turns out. I could very well I could very well end up giving these pants back to the thrift store, kind of like what I'll be doing with these. I mean, I only paid 95 cents for them. So we'll give it a try. Let's go. Come on, Mr. Pants. So this is what I did, and I could very well be doing the wrong setup, but I just have a big tub full of really hot water, and I put in I just kind of eyeballed the amount of bleach that I put in. Maybe a half a cup to 3/4 of a cup of bleach. And then around it, I just have some just regular cold water, because I'm gonna take it out and then immediately put it in here to get the bleach water out of it so it doesn't continue to bleach. So I'm just gonna like put it in, and I'm gonna stir it around, and hopefully it'll change colors pretty fast, and then I'll put it in the other part of the tub. So here goes possibly nothing. So when you're bleaching clothes, like I said, I don't dye clothes all that often, but when you're bleaching clothes, you want to keep everything submerged. You don't want the clothes to come back up like that, because it'll end up leaving like streaks or splotches. And if that's what you want, great. If that's not what you want, then not great. See, look, already it's turning, could just because it's wet, but it's already like turning like a red, like it's turning a red color. So we'll just keep kind of stirring it in here. And sometimes you gotta be patient. The shirt that I'm wearing today, like I was showing you earlier, that shirt actually took longer. I stirred it for a while, and then I rinsed off most of the bleach, and then I hung it to let it like slowly kind of bake in the bleach water. It was a washed out bleach water. So it had a little bit of bleach still in it, and it slowly turned to brown. And once it turned to brown, I completely rinsed it out and then put it in the wash. So let's see if it looks like, look at that. That's actually kind of cool. It's like a dark brown and like a red. That's actually kind of awesome looking. All right, so I'm gonna put you down just for a moment. No, actually, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll leave you in my hands, because this looks like it's turning pretty fast, does it not? I'm afraid I'm gonna drop you into my tub of water, and that would just be devastating. But it looks pretty good. Does it not? Does it not look like, Would you look at that? Let's see. That actually looks pretty rad. I think I'm going to already take it out and rinse it. Let's see, so we'll go like this. And I'll put it in here, and then this is where, so we'll let it kind of soak. It looks, in this video, at least from my viewfinder, it maybe not, but it looks a little pinkish. Maybe it won't once it gets, you know, once I render it on video, it'll look more correct. But this is more like a mustardy red kind of color, and then this looks like a dark brown, like the dark brown. But in my viewfinder, it looks a little pinky. If you look at the water is now a yellow. And what I did when I was bleaching my shirts from black to brown, I actually grabbed a bright blue shirt and put it in there, and it turned my bright blue shirt into a more muted looking blue. It took a little bit of time. So I'm wondering if I were to grab a white shirt and put it in here, if it would turn it to a yellower or maybe like a cream. Should I give it a try? I totally could. Whoops. Let's try it, shall we? Now, if you're going to do any sort of bleaching or dyeing of any clothes, you need to make sure that you are prepared to throw away the clothes if they turn out terribly. You need to make sure to be completely okay with that, because chances are it might get ruined. I'll go and grab that white shirt. Okay. So now this is a pretty stark white. It's an overshirt or it's a button-up shirt, however you want to explain it. But it's too white, I won't wear it. It's one of those that I will wear like every now and then. But I was considering giving it to the thrift store. So I'm gonna bleach it with this yellow water. I don't know, well, it's like I said, this might take a little bit of time because the yellow, like it's pretty, what is the word I'm thinking of? The watercolor doesn't look too pigmented. So this could actually take like a lot longer than, to color this than it did to remove the color from the pants. Let it soak for a little bit. Oh, I took the pants and then I put them in the wash already to get them to stop bleaching. So I think they're all in there. I wonder if I should just let this sit. We'll see if it worked. Maybe if I bleached a few more things that were dark, you know, maybe it would dye this a little bit quicker. It doesn't look like it's really holding the color at all. But hey, you know, all for experimental purposes, I'm willing to do it. Especially, like I said, I'm just gonna give this to the thrift store anyway. So, all right, I'm gonna let it sit. I'm gonna make sure everything is submerged. Okay, so I've been letting it sit for like 13 minutes actually. And let's see. It doesn't look like it held anything, any of the color or anything like that, which is fine. I wasn't expecting it to. And I mean, like there's some spots that look a little bit darker that could very well be because of the color of the water though. So we'll just dump this. Get it all right in here. Yeah, it doesn't look at all any different. So I'll just rinse this out and then throw it also in the wash. But oh well, we tried, right? Next time we'll have to try again when there's like a darker color in here. This time it didn't work. That's okay. My feelings ain't hurt. We'll just give this to the thrift store. No big deal. So alrighty, that's it. That I would just come on here real quick and just to show you how you can bleach your clothes. I did a blog post on it, but the pictures are horrendous and of horrid quality. So I thought I would do a video. Not that the quality of this video is much better than the pictures, but yeah, no, at least you get to see it in action, right? Alrighty, let's put this here. All right, I will talk to y'all later and have a good one. Bye.